Young and the Restless spoilers. Love, lies, and betrayal. The downfall of Summer and Chance. The once peaceful home of Summer Newman and Chance Chancellor had become a battlefield of secrets and accusations. What began as a promising relationship built on trust and mutual care for young Harrison was now crumbling under the weight of deceit. The cause of their unraveling? A murder investigation that had spiraled out of control, destroying everything in its path. Chance, once known as a righteous detective who sought only the truth, had slowly allowed himself to be swayed by Sharon Newman's manipulations. The case of Heather's death had consumed him, and despite Summer's constant protests, he was fixated on the idea that Daniel Romalotti, Heather's own husband, was the murderer. Daniel, a loving father, had no reason to kill his wife. There had been no conflict between them, no heated arguments, no signs of trouble. Yet Sharon had planted the seed of doubt in Chance's mind, weaving a story so convincing that he couldn't see the truth, that it was all a lie. Summer could hardly believe the man she loved was capable of such irrational thinking. Time and time again, she confronted him, defending Daniel's innocence, but Chance wouldn't listen. He had become obsessed with proving Daniel guilty, to the point where he was ignoring the obvious. There was no evidence. The only thing Chance had to go on were Sharon's accusations that Summer knew were false. She had seen through Sharon's lies from the beginning, knowing the woman had a dark agenda, but it was as if Chance had been blinded by his past with her. "I can't believe you're doing this, Chance," Summer said one evening, her voice trembling with frustration as they stood in the kitchen. Harrison was asleep upstairs, unaware of the storm brewing between the two adults who had taken on the role of his caretakers. Chance's jaw tightened as he avoided Summer's gaze, stirring the remnants of his cold coffee. "I'm doing my job, Summer. I'm following the evidence." "What evidence?" Summer shot back, her tone sharp. "There is no evidence. You're framing Daniel because of Sharon's ridiculous lies. You know he didn't kill Heather. They didn't even have problems. How can you of all people believe this?" Chance sighed, leaning back against the counter, his eyes tired but determined. "Sharon wouldn't lie about this. She has no reason to." "That's exactly the problem," Summer said, her voice thick with emotion. "She has every reason to. You can't see it, but she's manipulating you, Chance. She wants you to believe Daniel is guilty so she can cover up whatever mess she's involved in. I don't know what her endgame is, but this isn't about justice, and you're falling for it." Chance didn't respond right away. He couldn't. Deep down he knew Summer was right. There was no hard evidence linking Daniel to Heather, but Sharon had a hold on him that he couldn't explain. She had re-entered his life with such intensity, dredging up old feelings he thought he had buried long ago. The more time he spent around her, the more he realized how much he had missed her, how much he still cared for her. His relationship with Summer had been comforting, a way to move forward, but it lacked the fire he had once shared with Sharon. And now, as Sharon played the victim, needing his help, Chance found himself torn between the woman he was with and the woman he truly wanted. "I need you to drop this," Summer continued, her voice softening. "For us, for our future. If you keep pushing this, if you keep trying to pin this on Daniel, I don't see how we can move forward." That was it, the ultimatum Chance had been expecting. A part of him had known this moment would come. He loved Summer, but his feelings for Sharon had always lingered in the back of his mind. As horrible as it sounded, he had been waiting for a way out, and now Summer was giving him that opportunity. "Maybe we can't," Chance finally said, his voice steady, though the words themselves were filled with cruelty. Summer stared at him, her heart sinking. What do you mean?" "I mean, maybe this isn't working," he said, finally meeting her gaze. "Maybe we're not meant to be." The silence that followed was suffocating. Summer's eyes widened in disbelief. She had expected resistance, expected an argument, but she hadn't expected this. Not from Chance. Not from the man she had trusted to stand by her side, to be a partner in every sense of the word. You want to break up?" Summer's voice cracked as she spoke, her hands shaking at her sides. "I think it's for the best," Chance replied, his expression unreadable. But inside, he felt a strange sense of relief. The guilt of his feelings for Sharon had been eating at him, and now, with Summer pushing him to choose, the decision had become clear. Tears welled up in Summer's eyes, but she refused to let them fall. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. How could Chance do this? How could he throw away everything they had built together, all for a lie? This is because of Sharon, isn't it? Summer whispered. You want to be with her. That's why you're doing this. Chance didn't deny it. He couldn't. His silence was all the confirmation Summer needed. I can't believe you, Summer spat, her voice rising with anger. You're going to destroy your life for her. She's using you, Chance. She doesn't love you. She's just using you to get what she wants. And you're too blind to see it. But Chance was done listening. He had made up his mind. He would leave Summer and follow his heart, no matter the consequences. And now he had a plan. He would help Sharon prove Daniel's guilt, or at least ensure that Daniel stayed out of their way. Once Daniel was behind bars, he and Sharon would be free to be together. They could